This is not everybody's thing, not everybody's cup of tea. So if you're going to reach out to an agent and work with them, just make sure you express your expectation and let them tell you how they work and see if you guys are going to be a good fit. Like in my home buyers consultation. Hi, it's Natasha Bazile with SoulByNat.com, associate broker, home selling, relocation, and new construction specialist in Georgia. Today, we're going to talk about relocating to Georgia, buying new construction, and new construction progress checks that I do because I get a lot of questions about that. So I'm going to give you some backstory. At the time of this recording, it's actually a Saturday. It's going to be a working weekend for me. I just came from a listing that I have went live this week. Showing started today. FYI, if you're thinking about selling your home in this market, we can get it. We can put a strategy in place to where we show for a couple of days. So this seller, we're showing Saturday, we're showing Sunday. We're going to review offers Monday, make a decision by Monday evening, Tuesday, and we have a lot of showings lined up. If you're interested in selling your home and you want to put a strategy in place like that, contact me, reach out to me. My calendar link will be down below. So you don't have to go to those, companies of convenience, the open doors, offer pads, those kind of companies. I'm gonna have videos about that. I'll link it here. But I also mentioned in those videos, if you are considering those companies before you contact them, reach out to me. We can look at going that route or going the traditional way. And if you go that route, you can still have an agent involved if you contact me before. So I went there, dropped off some items, some more items, and then I retraced my steps from yesterday, guys. I'm pretty bummed about that. Let me try to go to my happy place. My happy place, this is my downtime kind of recording. This is what I enjoy doing. So I'm gonna try to change my mood because it's not so much the camera that I lost, it was all the footage that I had on the camera because I did so much recording yesterday. I had a closing, I had 2 or 3 progress check-ins for clients. So I retraced all my steps and I can't find it. I'm 99% sure where I left it at a new construction site. I think it fell off the back of my car. It never fails. I had my boots in the car. I just stepped in some dirt to try to see, and then look at the clay. Yeesh. So this is what I should have did in the first place. Got my boots. Well, yeah. Some wind hit, I stepped in mud, I was changing my shoes, my phone fell, and I think I just forgot to grab my camera and it probably rolled off, and I went back and retraced it. I don't know if somebody picked it up. Just give me my footage, please just give me my footage. That's what I want. Keep the camera, just give me my footage. We're going to talk about new construction progress checks. So the other day I had a closing, and we're going to shout out to these clients. Congratulations to them and their home. And speaking of them, they were sold their home to buy a new home situation, so a dual move situation. So yes, I am experiencing that. So contact me if you're interested in, you have a dual move, you want to move up. Move up meaning you want to sell the home that you're in and buy a bigger home, more space, or even if you want to downsize. Okay, so we were there, right? And we did the first walk with a lady. And I was like, okay, shout out to her, because that was the first time I ever had a first walk with a lady. She was not the construction manager. Apparently they use a third-party company to do their walks with, and she was covering for somebody else. But we did our walk with her. And she told us, when you come back for your final walk, you're gonna meet with somebody else. So, okay, fine. So we come back for this final walk. Please hold. I'm getting a showing request for my listing that I just told you guys about. So I need to go ahead and approve that showing request. You see what I mean? Listen, when you have a marketing plan and strategy in place, this is what I do. So please hold. Let me go approve that request because it's for today. I saw it come through at 1:45. So I'll be right back. I normally put my phone on do not disturb when I'm recording, but for that reason, I'm like, yeah, if somebody calls me regarding the listing or for that reason. One thing, I've said this in another video, if you haven't seen this video, 11 ways to get your offer submitted. Like, agents, all agents, they don't read. I put all the information they need to know in the listing. I also have an attachment that has offer instructions, what the seller is, what's important to the seller. I still get calls because people don't read. I had the showings are Saturday from this time to this time, Sunday from this time to this. I get a showing request for Monday. That, and then between the robocalls, like, yeah. So if you guys ever say, we tried calling you to answer your phone, like, listen, it's real in the field. So if you guys are trying to reach me, please schedule with me on my Calendly. Schedule with me on my Calendly, provide that information, and we will speak at that scheduled time, and I will be dedicated and focused on speaking to you. So she said we would be meeting with another person. Fine. Show up for the final walkthrough, and they're already in the process, doing the walk. And this construction manager is very familiar to me. Like, told me his name's Andy. I'm like, okay. And I do a lot of new construction. So back to it. So I've been in, done a lot of new construction, met with a lot of new construction managers, superintendents, on site, all of that, right? But I'm like, there is something familiar about Andy, and it's going through my brain. And then I remember Andy was the construction manager when my husband and I built our house in 2016. And my husband doesn't remember a lot. I mean, not like that, but he remembered Andy. He remembered Andy from that process. Andy and I spoke about the on-site agents that were there. Shout out to Shonda and Crystal. I actually saw Shonda the other day at the $1 Million Club Neymar banquet that we went to. I should have taken a picture with her. But real estate, it's big, but it's also small. So that's why I'm always like, don't burn bridges, because you never know when you'll run back into people. So stay tuned until the end, because I'm gonna share my memory nuggets of when we were building our home, because that is where it started. No, not really. No, that's not where it started. I've always been a picture person. I've always been a video person. I've always believed in capturing memories. I've always been that way. Family, friends, anybody that knows me is like, you're always taking pictures. And I'm like, yes, because when I get older, God willing, I'm gonna look back on these memories, right? So that's always been me. So it was just natural that when we were building, and even when I started with new construction clients, because I think I had my first new construction client, I'm gonna look it up and put it here. On the top of my head, I'm gonna put the date here, because I know I've had new construction clients early on, but they may have built like a spec home to where it wasn't all the way through the process. So I'm gonna look and see when I had the first new construction client that actually built from the ground up. But when we built in 2016, we used to visit every weekend, every Sunday after church. I would take pictures, just documenting the progress. So I know how much I enjoyed it. So nobody asked me to do that. Clients didn't ask me to do that. It's just something that I just figured if I liked it, maybe they like it too. Especially if they're not local, they want to feel a part of the process. I just felt like this is something that I can give to them and do for them. So that's how that came about. I have received a call or two. Past clients referred their neighbor to me because they're waiting on getting their home built. Their agent is not doing anything. No updates, no pictures. Agent pretty much mentioned that he has $1 million clients. I don't know what context he mentioned that in, why he mentioned that. I got that the agent lives far, even though that's still not a reason, because there's other ways to, get progress checks if you don't feel like driving out there often. So there's ways around that. But yeah, this is not everybody's thing, not everybody's cup of tea. So if you're going to reach out to an agent and work with them, just make sure you express your expectation and let them tell you how they work and see if you guys are going to be a good fit. Like in my home buyers consultations, like once we have our Calendly talk, and then, all right, looks like this could work. I'm gonna schedule a Zoom to do a home buyers consultation. If it's a seller, we're gonna do a listing appointment. One of the questions I ask is like, what are your expectations of me? And I'm gonna tell you what my expectations are of you. All of you, I appreciate your business, and I know you guys are interviewing me, but I'm also interviewing you. Like, we need to know that we're gonna be a good fit for each other. I'm not gonna be the agent for everybody, and everybody's not gonna be the client for me, and that is okay. That is okay. Like, it sounds kind of odd, but we're about to be in a relationship. You are about to be in a relationship, especially with new construction, for 3, 5, 8 months. The closing that I just had yesterday, we are 2 weeks shy of working together for a year, okay? So could you imagine if we were not a good fit? His wife, he said his wife actually would tell him, you must be on the phone with Natasha because you're not yelling and you're not stressed out. Yeah, because we gelled. We had that connection. He knew what to expect from me. I knew what he wanted me to provide him. But he would go through it with the lenders and the on-site agent, and yeah. So just gotta have that connection. So that's why when I tell people and they're like, what lender should I use? I'm like, when you're talking to lenders, like, see who you get a good vibe from. And that might sound odd, but you're gonna be in a relationship with these people. So you do want a good vibe. Aside from them, doing what they're supposed to do, answering your questions, like if they're not responding to you, if you're not, those things are important. So those things need to gel. All agents don't have the interest. So to piggyback on what I was saying before, I am slipping out of this chair. All agents don't have the maybe interest in new construction and the expertise. Like my office mate, I first met her when I was at Keller Williams, and I went to Keller Williams in 2015 and around that time. And all these years, she just got her second new construction contract. Last year, she killed it in listings. So like different agents have their niche, or niche. Some agents love commercial, so it just depends. When you are looking for an agent, just don't look at an agent like, oh, she's been in business X years. Like, what's their expertise? Are they familiar with new construction or listings, if they're gonna sell your home? So you wanna ask those questions. The last thing, on-site agents cannot provide you the detailed updates that I do, that you see on this channel. Don't expect them to do that. Even the best on-site agents, especially the best ones, because the best ones are already doing a lot. Like, not only are they handling a lot of clients, they're probably doing design appointments, fielding a lot of questions and calls, working a lot of hours. You're probably gonna get like the front of the house, like, hey, this is what happened this week, concrete's poured. But they are not walking through the house, taking pictures, taking video, doing this for you every week. Don't expect the on-site agent to do that as well. Agents, don't expect the on-site agent to do that for you either. That's your job. Because I know the agents, and I'm baffled to hear that they get requests from agents for them to do basically your job. That's your job. And for those people that don't use an agent for themselves, they don't have their own representation. And I talk more about this topic in this video here. And for those buyers that don't use their own agent, they don't have their own representation, they just use the on-site agent, check out this video. Do I need an agent when buying new construction? So check that out here. So that's the end of the video. We're gonna wrap it up. Stay tuned though, because I'm gonna share the pictures from when we were building our home in 2016. When I bought my first home in Georgia, 2006, moved in 2007, it was a spec home, so it was already done. But this time we actually got to experience and enjoy the building process. So I'm gonna include pictures there. And it's so cool to take a trip down memory lane, and that's how I hope my clients feel when they look back on all the pictures that I take for them. The other memory nugget that I want to share with you guys, it goes back to 2006 when we wanted to move here. Maybe 2005, 2006. And we were just visiting Georgia. We would come here and just visit new construction and walk around new construction. And I have pictures with my family and my friends of us just in random new construction. And it's amazing to see. Back then, real estate was not on my mind. Well, little did I know. God probably knew. I was like, you don't know, but I know. Real estate was not on my mind. It was on my mind, but not on my mind like that. I did not know then that I would become a realtor, and fast forward all these years later, I would help so many people and enjoy it so much, and it would change my life. So it's just as some encouragement for you guys, like if you have an interest in something, lean into it. If you want to be a homeowner and you don't know how that's gonna happen, I know this market is really challenging. Don't give up, don't get discouraged, because at that time when we were walking around those homes, those were not homes that I could afford. We like them. We like the look of them. I mean, those were homes that went on my vision board, my inspiration board. And maybe not that exact home that I have on my vision board, but we were able to eventually build a home like that. But if you'd asked me back then, it's just like, yeah, I don't know how I'm ever gonna be able to get a home like this. So stay encouraged, have it as a goal. Yeah, this market is crazy, but it will work out. I don't know exactly how it's gonna work out, but stay encouraged. It is very challenging, especially for the first-time home buyer. So I just want to give you that hope and encouragement. So I'm gonna include those pictures as well. You never know. What is for you will not pass you, okay? All right? Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. Please like this video. It's free and it helps me. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm gonna get into my office and do some work. I'm actually gonna be here tomorrow as well because I'm meeting some new agents to show them how to do some things, pull comps, prepare for a listing appointment, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's a working weekend. So I appreciate you guys again. Have a positive, peaceful, and productive day.